today I have a review to do for you guys, and it's the new Morphe brushes 35R palette. I mean, look at this gorgeous brown goldish color. I don't know what to say. Very beautiful colors. This came out like a couple of weeks ago, and I bought it. Like, I saw Jaclyn Hill using the palette and I wasn't interested. Then I saw two other YouTubers that I watch use it, and I'm like, okay. So the next day when it came out, because these YouTubers, I think they are affiliated with Morphe brushes, so they get these palettes early. So 2 days after it came out, I went ahead and placed my order, and I've been using it ever since. So I can say I've been using this palette for the past maybe 2 weeks now. I've been using this palette. Yes, I've been using it for the past 2 weeks. Between this and the 35O palette, the shimmer one, I've been using it like non-stop. I haven't used anything else except these two palettes, the 32O and the 35R. And I must say, very gorgeous colors. They blend very well. The mattes blend very well. The shimmers, oh, it goes on so beautifully. You can use it with Fix Plus, or you can use it on its own. It does have some fallout, but I don't mind at all using them. Some of the shades do have fallout, some don't. I still don't mind because they do blend on very well. They go on smoothly. I use this color in my brow bone today. This how would I say, like light brown color in my brow bone highlight, and this is matte shade. So the palette actually comes with 15 shimmer shades, and they are all like grouped together. It also has 2 satin shades. These two shades are satin shades, and they also go on very smoothly, and it's very battery. Like I said, blends beautifully. I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say except this is the best. Between this and the 35O shimmer palette from Morphe are the 2 best palettes I've ever gotten from Morphe brushes. Because I have gotten, you know, some of their palettes that some colors work, some don't. You know, sometimes their shimmers always perform, except some of their matte shades don't perform as well as some even drugstore eyeshadows, like the e.l.f. matte. No, the e.l.f. Mad About Matte. Is it Mad About Matte? Yeah, e.l.f. has a palette. It's a small palette called, yeah, something matte that I have, that it has all matte shades that blends very well. That palette is also powdery, but they blend very well. Whereby I have some Morphe palettes that the matte shades don't blend well. You know, it goes on very patchy. Except this, the matte shades in here, well, the ones that I have used, blends very well. You don't have to do a lot of work. Put it on, boom, bam. You know, just one dip. You know, blend it out. It is that pigmented. So, and then the rest of it are all matte. The one thing I would say about it is that they could have put in like maybe a white matte for brow bone, and then maybe a black matte. Apart from that, there is nothing else I can say about this palette. It is very beautiful. They blend very well. Some of these shades are so similar, like this shade, this matte, and this matte. It seems like it's the same shade. It just has like, one has a little bit red in it, and the other one looks like it doesn't. That's it. But they kind of go on. If you swatch it, they kind of look the same when you swatch it. So I feel like they could have replaced one of these brown with like maybe a matte white shade. But they swatch very beautifully, and they also, you know, go on the eyelid very beautifully. Honest to God, I don't have any negative thing to say about this palette. It is that beautiful and that pigmented. Let's swatch a couple of the shades too. Well, let me show you the ones that I use. So like I said, I use this in my look. I also use the shade in my outer V. So I use this shade like in my outer V, and then I use this shade in my crease. I use this shade in my crease, and then I use this shade. So when I first started, I used this shade in my upper crease, this one, and I'll swatch it. So I use this shade in my outer crease and my upper crease all over, you know, to set my eye primer. I use this brick orange shade to set my primer, and then in my crease I use this brick shade, and then in my outer V I use this shade, and these are all matte. Also, for my inner tear duct area, like right here, I use this shade with a little bit of Fix Plus, and then next to that I use this shade. This shade I use without Fix Plus, and it is so buttery and soft that you do have some chunks coming out, but that's because I'm swiping with my fingers. When I use my brush to do this look, I did not get any fallout with this color, but I did get a little bit of fallout with this shade, this champagne shade. I did get some fallout. So I would say when you are about to use it, that is the reason why I actually use the Fix Plus, because I was using it on this one and I was getting just a little bit of fallout, so I decided to, you know, spray my brush, and then I didn't get any fallout at all. But this shade I did not use any fallout. So this is the shade right there, and then here, and they go on very smoothly, and it's very, very pigmented. I also smudge in my lower lashes. I smudge this in my lower lashes. I smudge this color. In my lower lash, I smudge this color, and then I brought this champagne color to my tear duct, and that's the eye look that I have. Let's swatch a couple of more shimmers. So let's swatch this, and this. Like I said, some of the colors do look similar. Like these three shades, they look similar, but they do differ a little bit. So that's why I'm saying that they could have done. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Look at that. And then look at this one. Very, very beautiful. So this one, it's more on the copper. It's like a copper orange, and this is more like a orange, and this is more of a brownish orange. Very beautiful, very, very beautiful. Morphe brushes, I'm not sure if they changed their ingredient list, but they changed something. But this, between this and the 35R palette, they've been killing it. This palette, it doesn't show you like the ingredient list, but the box that it comes in. And let me get the box. So when you get it, it comes in a box like that, and it also wrapped in this bubble wrap to protect the eyeshadows from breaking, and then it also comes wrapped in another bubble pack. So it was packaged very well so that your eyeshadow doesn't break. I have not bought any eyeshadow from Morphe brush that I know of that you know, the packaging wasn't right. The packaging is very right. I like their customer service. I've never had any issues with Morphe brushes the couple of times that I have ordered from them. But this box actually has the ingredient list listed at the back of the box, and I think the first ingredient is talc, the second one is mica. This also has dimethicone in it, so I think that's why the shimmers are so soft and, you know, bright, because of the dimethicone that is in the eyeshadow. Well, I love this palette, and like I said, I did an eye look. They went on very smoothly. The blendability is like awesome. I mean, especially when it comes to the matte shades. The matte shades are very pigmented and it blends. I mean, you just dip your brush in and hit your eyelid and it blends very smoothly. It's not patchy at all. I did use an eyeshadow base from all eyeshadows. It doesn't matter which one, whether it costs $60 or $10 or $3. I always use eyeshadow base for my eyeshadows. I feel like it makes the eyeshadow stays longer and it lasts longer, and then you see the color. So I use eyeshadow base and it went on very, very smoothly. Like I said, once again, it wasn't patchy at all. With their shimmers, I've never had any issues so much with their shimmers. It just some of them do have a lot of fallouts, the ones that I have previously, except the 35R. Once again, it's awesome too. It blends very, very well. This I've been using it for work, and let me tell you, so I work 12 hours. I work 12-hour days, 3 days a week, and I've been wearing these eyeshadows not just for work, but, you know, going out, doing my everyday things. I do, you know, use this palette. Between this and the 35R, I'm mentioning the 35R a lot because I love that palette. And I wore this the whole of last week to work in 12 hours. And my type of job, I'm a registered nurse, and I work, so my work days doesn't actually last 12 hours. Sometimes I can go 14 hours depending on what goes on the floor. So I used to be in the office, and now I transitioned back to working the floor. So working the floor, you know, you can go up to like maybe 14 hours, and the whole of last week I was putting in like maybe 14-15 hour days every time I work. And I wore this palette, I wore these eyeshadows, and I mean, it stayed. In the morning, the nurse who was going to relieve me said, "Oh wow, I love your eyeshadow." And I'm like, "What?" It's like, "Your eyeshadow, I love it." Now, so I went to the bathroom and I took a look at it, and it was still there. It was there like I just put it on. That's how awesome these eyeshadows are. You know, this particular palette, whatever they did, I'm not sure what they did, but this works. I mean, this has my seal of approval. It works, and it's only $22, and you can get it's $22. You can get a coupon code. YouTube has a lot of coupon codes. There are a lot of YouTube gurus that have coupon codes that you can research, and you can get a coupon code to get 10% off. Morphe brushes, you guys did good. I enjoyed this palette. If you are interested in buying, I will leave a direct link in the description bar below. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, it helps me out. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, it helps me out. Thank you so much. Thumbs up this video and have a blessed day, guys. Bye.